Hello and welcome to this new video tutorial of Laravel eCommerce customer credit extension. Now using this plugin, the admin can set the assigned credit for the various customer groups from the plugin's configuration settings in the admin backend panel, and accordingly the respective customers can request the admin for credits according to the assigned credit limit by the admin. The customers can add credit amount and can use that for the payments of their orders within the store there. The credit amount that has been taken from the admin can then be paid back to the admin using any of the payment methods that are available within the store there. The customer credit works as a payment method at checkout time. The admin can assign credit amount to a customer group as per the requirement there. The admin can also assign credit amount to various groups in bulk using the CSV file as well. Apart from that, the admin can build the customer credit details in the plugin configuration settings. The customers can add credit balance using available payment methods there. So in today's video tutorial, we'll be checking out how the admin can assign the credit limit for the various customer groups, how the customers can request for the credit to be added in their account, how the customers can view the credit limit, balance, remaining credit to be added, and unpaid credit there. Apart from that, we'll also be seeing how the customers can use the credit amount to place the order within the store, and how the customers will be able to pay back the credit amount to the admin there, and the rest of the configuration settings in the plugins configuration settings as well. But before I proceed further with this particular video tutorial today, please do subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to receive the latest updates from our end. And if you find this particular video helpful, then do kindly give it a thumbs up. So right now you can see that I've already logged into the customer account here. And here, after the successful installation of the Laravel eCommerce customer credit extension, the customers will find one option in the account side panel here, that's the customer credit system. Under the customer credit system, here the customers can see the credit limit that has been assigned by the admin, the balance that you have added within your account there, the remaining credit to be added within your account, and the unpaid credit as well. To add the credit, you have to enter the credit to be added here within this particular section and then tap on the add button. But before that, let's see how the admin would be able to assign the credit limit to the various customer groups. For that, let's hop onto the Bagisto backend panel and log into the backend panel by entering the email, password, and tapping on the sign in button. After the successful installation of this particular plugin, what you need to do is you need to navigate to configure, then customer credit system, and here you have to enable this toggle button, and this would bring up this option that you can see on the left hand side, that's the customer credit system. So let's go to the customer credit system. Here we have four different options. One is the assigned credit, pending, transactions, and user credits as well. So for now, we'll just check the assigned credit section. So here you can see that here we have the option to assign the credit to customers. So we can do that in bulk as well by downloading the example file, and in the columns we have to give the group name and the amount. So we have two columns, group name and the column name. We can also manually assign the credit to different customer groups as well. So for now, let's see how we can do it for the general one. So for example, if I want to assign credit limit to the general customers, so I'll select the customer group from here, and I'll assign the credit limit to the customer group, and then I'll tap here on the save assigned credit. So you can see that now here we have the customer group general, assigned credit limit is 100, and from here we can delete this as well. If you want to update it, you can change it as well. Select the same customer group and tap on the save assigned credit, and you can see the particular assigned limit would be set as per your own requirement. So for now, let's set it as 100 as the credit limit. So here we have set the limit as 100. Now let's come to the customer end. Now let me refresh this. We have given the credit limit. So now under the credit limit, you can see the credit limit is $100. The remaining credit to be added by the customer into his account is $100. The unpaid credit is basically the credit that you need to return back to the admin. So after you've added the respective remaining credit into account, For example, if I'm adding $100 into my balance here, then I have to repay $100 back to the admin there. So let's see how we can add credit to our account. So for example, I want to add $100 to my account. I'll tap here on the add button. So you can see a transaction has been created for the credit of amount $100. The status is pending and the creation date is there. Now a request would be sent out to the admin, and the request would be visible under the pending section here. So here you can see that the customer name is Smithdo. The amount that he has requested to add as credit amount is $100, and from here you can approve this by double tapping on the same. So after the approval, the record would be removed from the pending section. And now let's come back and let's refresh the customer section. So now you can see that the remaining credit to be added is 0. Your balance is 100. The credit limit was $100. And you can see now under the unpaid credit, we have $100 to pay back to the admin. So we'll see that in a while from now how the customer would be able to pay back to the admin there. So now you can see that the credit transaction was there for $100. The status is approved, and now we have the balance of $100, right? Now let's do one thing. Let's see how the customer can use the credit amount to place an order within the store. For that, let's go to the home page, and here what we'll be doing is we'll be choosing this particular product, that's the configurable product, and let's add it to the cart. It's for $100. The product has been added into the cart, as you can see. Now let's tap here on the checkout button. So here we need to choose our street address and the rest of the things. So I'll select them up. My telephone number. I'll save this address. I'll select the shipping method. I'll choose the payment method I want to use. And then when we come down here, as you can see here for the order summary here, under the free shipping, we have the option of use credit. So here you can see that we can make use of the 100 credits for the $100 that we get added into our account. So we can choose that up. You can see the grand total now says it's $0 for the particular order. Now let's place the order. So that's how the customers can use the credit amount to place the order within the store there very easily. So now if I go to my profile, customer credit system, you can see now the balance says that we have $0 left in our balance because we had added only $100. So the credit was 100, that was approved. The debit was for $100, it was approved for the order there. So that was how the customers can use the credit amount to place an order. Now let's see how the customers will be able to pay back the credit amount back to the admin there. So for that, what they need to do is they need to tap here on the pay button. But before that, let me show you one thing. For example, let me remove this credit amount from the cart there. So you can see that the remaining credit to be added is $0. But even then, if the customer wants to add the credit and he taps here on the add button, you can see your remaining amount should be less than the remaining credit limit. That message is displayed to the customer there. So for example, let me go ahead and let me go to assign credit, and let's come back to this particular section. So what we need to do is we need to make the payment there first, and then only we'll be able to basically add more credits into our balance there. So let's tap here on the pay button. The particular credit amount would be added into the cart there. Let's make a checkout thereafter. Let's select the address. Let's select the payment method. Let's place the order for $100. So we are paying back the credit amount that we had taken from the admin there. The order is successful. Let's go to the profile section. So the invoice needs to be generated by the admin. Right now you can see it still says pay for the $100 there, right? So if I go to the sales section, and here's the order number ID 12. Let me generate the invoice for the same. So the invoice has been generated, as you can see. Now if I refresh this particular page here, you can see the paid thing has gone away. The unpaid credit is $0. The remaining credit to be added has again come up to $100. Your balance is $0. The credit limit is $100, and from now the customer can add more credits to his account so as to place order using the credits taken from the admin there. So this was the workflow at the customer's end. Now let's hop on to the admin backend panel and let's see the rest of the workflow there. So as I've told you, after the successful installation of this particular plugin, you need to go to configure, and under configure you have to go to customer credit system. Here you have to enable this toggle button to bring up this customer credit system option on the side panel here. Under the customer credit system, here you can see the assign credit section, pending section. If the customers have requested for the addition of the credit into their account there, then the transaction section displays the credits and debits of the customers. So here you can see the Smithdo credit was for $100, Smithdo debit was for $100. Then we have the user credits. This displays the credit amount there that is left within the account of the customers, and the unpaid credit. So let me do one thing, let me add here $100 more, or let's do one thing, let's add $80 to our balance. So let's tap here on the add button. So the credit amount 80, it's pending state. Now let's go back, let's go to the pending section. So here's the pending section. Smithdo, he has requested for 80 credit amount there. Let's approve this. We have approved this pending request. Now let's come back to the customer account, let's refresh this thing. So approved for $80. Now you can see that the remaining credit to be added is 20 left, because the credit limit was initially 100. We have added 80 to our balance there. Now let's come back to this particular section. So now if I go to the user credits, here you can see that the Smithdo, it's showing as 80 as the credit amount, and unpaid credit is 0. Now if I am using the $80 there, then we need to make the payment for $80 there, as you can see here. Now under the assign credit, basically, as I've told you, we can choose the customer group and we can assign the credit limit to the particular group there. And under the bulk assign, we can basically download the example file. For example, let's download the example file. Let me open the file for you. So using the bulk upload, what we can do is we can bulk assign the assign credit to different customer groups that we are having within the store in one go. That's how we can do it in the bulk one. So let me open the file for you and then we'll see the same. So this is how the CSV file appears to the admin there. We have a customer column and an amount column. So here under the customer, you have to give the customer group name, for example, general, retail, wholesale, or whatever you want to give. And here you can set the amount that needs to be assigned, or the assigned credit limit can be set for each of the groups there. And now let me show you how we can upload the same. So what we need to do is we need to tap here on the choose file, and here we'll select the bulk file. So I've selected the bulk assign file. Let me close this out. Okay, we need to select this up. So I'll just go ahead and I'll do the same once again. I'll select it up and I'll tap here on the upload button, and here you can see that initially we had set it as 100. Now it would be 500 because we have updated using the CSV file there, right? And even if now if I go and I refresh the customer front end, here you can see that the credit limit has increased to 500. The remaining credit to be added into the customer account is 420. Your balance, it's showing as $80 there. Let's go back to the particular section. So this was the assign credit to customer group section. how we can assign the credit to customer group, and we have to select the customer group and add the assign credit and tap on the save credit, save assign credit, and that would do it one by one. Otherwise we can do it in bulk as well, and then we can see the customer group, the assigned credit limit for the same there. Then under the pending section, as I already told you, whenever the customer adds the credit into his account there, that request is sent out to the admin here, and then from here the admin can approve that particular request, and then that amount would be added into the balance of the customer there. Then under the transactions, here we can see all of the transactions. As you can see here, the Smith Doe, the credit for $80, that's been shown. For Smith Doe, the debit is shown, the credit is shown, and the rest of the credit amount deductions are also shown here within the transaction sections along with the date as well. So the credit and debit and the credit amount along with the date is shown within the transactions here. Then we have the user credits. Under the user credits, we are able to see the credit amount and the unpaid amount. So here you can see that the unpaid credit amount is $80. So the unpaid credit amount is $80, as you can see, and right now the credit amount is being shown as 0 here for the same. So yes, that was about the assigned credit, pending transaction and user credit section under the customer credit system in the admin backend panel. And I hope this particular video helped you out in understanding the working of the Laravel eCommerce customer credit extension there. And that's how the admin can set the assigned credit for the various customer groups, and accordingly the respective customers can request the admin for credits according to the assigned credit limit. On the other hand, the customers can add credit amount and can use that for the payments of their orders. The credit amount can then be paid back to the admin using any of the payment methods that are available within the store there. So if this particular video helped you out, then kindly do give it a thumbs up, and if you still have any questions, queries, suggestions or requirements regarding this particular plugin, then you can anytime get back to us at support@bagisto.com, or you can raise a ticket at bagisto.huvidesk.com as well. And lastly, thanks for watching this particular video and have a great day ahead.